Large calibers have always been a summer meme, but how do they perform in this patch? Can they be considered generally playable and powerful weapons? Let's find out. Right away, let's consider who we're talking about, and then let's go shoot. The first one is MCX. Previously, it had relatively low popularity due to its unpleasant recoil. It was thrown from side to side, and the ammo was either too expensive or simply unavailable. Now, there's the SBJ available on the flea market. Here's the basic setup as I see for the MCX. However, if you have not completed gunsmith tasks, I recommend replacing the stock with a cold A2 and installing a beach PRS. The total assembly cost is around 170,000. Next up is the HK-416. It has always had mediocre popularity due to its nasty first throw and not so pleasant ergonomics. To compensate, I suggest this assembly setup. Even with a 60-round magazine, the ergonomics is decent, but again, don't forget to complete gunsmith tasks. The total cost will be around 200,000. The SA-58 has always had significant issues, either with ergonomics or recoil, forcing a choice between the two. I tried to put together an ergonomic setup with a large magazine and a step-up rail to avoid visible muzzle flash. The base price is not small, even is completely broken. So this setup will cost you around 250,000. 7.62 MDR now has magazines for 25 rounds, and that's awesome. To unlock the gun for purchase, you'll need to complete that job. Part 4. I like using the suppressed version to eliminate any hindrance while shooting. It has always been ergonomic, but recoil was clearly not a strong suit. Unfortunately, the gun's price won't be small, because the base already costs $1,300. In the end, the final price will be around 200,000. Possibly even more. What we do without the shot well? PS-12B is now available for purchase. While the gun itself inexpensive and requires no assembly, the magazine's price is sky-high. Still, this makes the weapon the cheapest among all. Now our finalist is the PKP. You can obtain it from Kaban, and its recoil used to almost break your back. Well, I think it's time to shoot and see what we have in the end. But before that, I remind you of the importance of subscribing to see each other again. Let's start with our beloved HK-416. When you tap, there's no issues. It shoots very pleasantly, without any jumps. Doing small sprays, we already feel some recoil, not unpleasant, but it's there. When you try to hold the trigger for longer, getting used to it is needed. It's not possible to put the entire spray on target right away. Overall, you just need to get used to the recoil, but it's quite controllable. Next is the MCX. It shoots just as pleasantly. When you try to hold the trigger, the sight shakes as if trembling, but it feels much easier to adapt to. Not much adaptation is needed. Let's take the MDR. I see right away the recoil is much more pleasant. Bullets group tighter. There is recoil, but it's entirely different story than before. With the SA-58, the recoil is very reminiscent of what it was like when shooting with an automatic Glock. There's a bit of shake and a slight vertical pull. Bullet spread is normal. However, it's the least comfortable to play with. They are shot well. The visual recoil is much higher than the real one. While the screen shakes quite strongly, the bullets group quite tightly. Now, here's our king of recoil, the PKP. Surprisingly, you can really shoot with it. Although there's a screen shake, I still understand where I am aiming. And this is, by the way, from a standing position and while walking. It's just incredible. As a bonus, I'll show you how Mjolnir shoots. Apologize for the quality, I just couldn't get it no matter how much I asked or searched. By the way, feel free to joke in the comments about how it doesn't kill the third class with the AP rounds. Alright, see you in the comments, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. This video concludes here. Thanks for watching until the end. Bye bye!